So, Rihanna is pregnant, Trudeau got COVID, and Black History Month is now Black Future Month, according to Kanye West and the rest of the hip-hop community. We got lots of vibes for y'all today on Soulstice Radio on the Wave, brand new freestyle by yours truly, and a special interview between myself and the homie Smallz. Stay tuned for that. You already know the vibe. You already know where you at each and every Saturday morning, and worldwide, across all streaming platforms. This is Soulstice Radio. I am Kayo, aka King Kayo in the cut. Soulstice sounds on the ones and twos. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Soulstice Sounds, where the sun shines even in the darkness. I'll find a way. Feel like there's never enough time in the day, but I'll find my way. I'll find my way to you.
I am out here to fulfill my purpose. Every sleepless night it will be worth it. I gotta grind, I gotta put that work in. Yeah, Lord knows I try, Lord knows I ain't perfect. Mama acting like I don't know what a church is. Yeah, some of us only get it in hearses. I pray I find redemption through these verses. Yeah, like Ye said, write my curses all in cursive. If God my only judge, then what's my verdict? Maybe I could get away with murder. Never gave a like I'm a virgin. Yeah. Lord knows I can feel the devil lurking. She like Louis V that come from Virgil. She only smoke green and got some purple in it. Plus she like to flirt too. Morning runs and workouts to help my mental work through the things you say I do to hurt you. They never work true. You scared I'm gonna desert you. I always be the one that you could turn to for turn ups or wind downs. I always come right home to my queen and my crown. Pull up to your city like this here is my town. King Kayo in the cut and Soulstice, that's my sound. Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve you, which is crazy because I'm like one of the illest niggas alive. Love, life, gratitude. Mood board. Mood board. Kinda like how that sounds. Nothing wrong with that.
This is not your average radio show. These are not your average radio hosts. And this is not for your average radio listener. This is Soulstice Radio. For creatives by creatives. Soulstice Radio. Hosted by Kayo, Jen, and Dwight Flo. Saturdays from 8 a.m. on the Wave. 94.5 and 93.7 FM.
Oh, yeah. We at episode 8. It's my lucky number. Feel good, feel great. General, pick up yourself.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna talk too much. You already know it's nothing but beer once. Our beer vibes here on Soulstice Radio.
Alright.
Let's go.
Yeah. Stepping at the yard with sauce. Are you telling me get off my horse? Every day a gal want link up. I tell her that it's not by. No, it's not by force. Look, I'm fuming, cause I ruined a nice woman. Spend time queuing in line, knowing that I shouldn't. What can I say? I'm just a Mando. I'll probably take it Nana to Nando's. I'm so ruthless with it. I move with digits. Give your gal some juice and spirit. She's loose but frigid. No, it don't make sense. Said cause of me that she don't rate men. Calling me a pagan. Nah. Doing no Johnny, she said bravo. Now I got every right to be paro. Lethal with my biz, I bring my famo. Cause anywhere I go, I let that gang go.
She's on it, I'm on it, you see me. She told me she wanted to see me. We link up and fly out the city. Anywhere I go, you know she with me. One night, one time, yeah. One night, one time, yeah. One night, one time. Know it's going down tonight, yeah. One time, baby girl was like, hey. How'd your galley preying for a long time? How'd your girl like, hey? Well, more time. She hits my line like, hey. How'd your galley preying for a long time? How'd your girl like, hey?
Yeah. Your girl got swiped by a rapper, that's such a cliche. I don't wanna be that guy, but I put your gal in Louis, not CK. I ain't gotta buy no wine to wine and dine, cause your girl's such a cheap date. Chili cheese steak and a cheesecake for flip's sake. Why she make it so easy? Must be the money we make, yeah. She been waiting for years to get this up in her. Had to keep it as friends until we dip for dinner. Treat my body like spring up in the mid of summer. Bouncing up and down like she tryna whip a bimmer. Yeah, colourful life, look at this bare colours. Got the same hair as me, so we share hair products. Enough can to bring you and your gang through, and we can link up and go Cancun.
Yeah. She's on it, I'm on it, you see me. She told me she wanted to see me. We link up and fly out the city. Anywhere I go, you know she with me. One night, one time, yeah. One night, one time, yeah. One night, one time. Know it's going down tonight, yeah. One time, baby girl's like, hey. How'd your galley pre-in for long time? How'd your girl like, hey. Well, more time, she's my line like, hey. How'd your galley pre-in for long time? How'd your girl like, hey, yeah. Tell me, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a gonna be? Is it gonna be a pina colada or a strawberry daiquiri? Tell me, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a gonna be? Is it gonna be a pina colada or a strawberry daiquiri? One time, baby girl's like, hey. How'd your galley pre-in for long time? How'd your girl like, hey. Well, more time, she's my line like, hey. How'd your galley pre-in for long time? How'd your girl like, hey. Yeah. One time, baby girl's like, hey. How'd your galley pre-in for long time? How'd your girl like, hey. Well, more time, she's my line like, hey. How'd your galley pre-in for long time? How'd your girl like, hey, yeah.
Oh yeah, hey, by the big homie Jen, 1/3 of the Soulstice Sound Collective, UK vibes. This episode we got a bunch of special things for y'all. Stay tuned for that. Sit down with Smallz. But till then, I don't know if y'all was ready.
They wasn't ready to make it and flex on the people who didn't believe when the chain wasn't heavy. Demons hate cause they know that I got it. I came in the game and they never forgot it. I'm usually nice, but I'm feeling real petty. Nothing is new, came from the bottom. Throw me the records, you know that I got him. He never fall like he don't know what's on him. Keep rapping, they don't know what's on him. I'm feeling real free in this. Nobody with me in this. Somebody tell him to go take a minute to tighten his head. We in this. How the hell is he a whole side? That's with no sign. Spitting like he got a mother team of ghost riders. You should check the profile. Piece, I won the whole pile. Did a verse before I did this verse. And if I'm being honest, man, they both fire. Had to elevate the old style, but it's really still on me. I've been rapping like a lunatic. I think really about the OD. Your new still ain't met my oldies. Only with the homies. Realizing that instead really started to seem hella lonely. I've been going through the most trials.
Oh, they want me to stop. If I had to tell you the shit that I seen, I swear it's a lie. You don't gotta tell me, they know that I'm winning, they study the moves. You don't gotta tell me they wish they could do all the shit that I do. Spit you the realest you heard on the spot. I want them both and I don't wanna choose. Yeah, play it again, doesn't stop. Wait on the album, finna drop. Me and my different crew.
You're listening to Soulstice Radio. Islands, sit on Koya.
Are you ready for me? Can I come give my testimony? I need your sweet melanin. Let me give you the plenty honey. Baby, take the offering. Bless your body with holy water. Design on me all falling. And me diamonds splash like water. My body I'm comforting. Give me everything, no quarter. Baby, take the offering. Bless your body with holy water. Pretty nature, full with favor. 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 With me, you will never be crying. Never be crying, no. For you, I will never be lying. Never be lying, no. For you, I will always be trying. always be trying, yeah. Baby, this flame never dying. Flame never dying, no. Take you every location. No stress but the quotation. You give me motivation. But again, maybe so blatant. Take you every location. No stress but the quotation. You give me motivation. Maybe so blatant. Baby, take the offering. Bless your body with holy water. Design on me offering. And me diamonds splash like water. My body I'm comforting. Give me everything, no quarter. Baby, take the offering. Bless your body with holy water. Pretty nature, full of flavor. 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 Pretty nature, feel this flavor. Pretty nature, full of 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 flavor. Pretty nature,
Yeah,
feel the flavor.
this is definitely one of the biggest records to come out of St. Lucia in the past year. Big up the whole audio lab team. Islands, big up yourself. Happy belated. This one here is Joey and Makana. Fall Back in Love.
You say you love me, and then you say you're sorry. Don't know why you're insecure. Then you call me at 5 in the morning. Tell me what's the problem now. Can you make your mind up before it gets too late? Don't you know I'm trying to reciprocate? I don't wanna fall back in love with someone who barely knows me. I just need to know that you'll treat me like somebody. But when I close my eyes, if you could see what I'm dreaming, if you just knew, I promise it'd be easier to fall in love too.
You say you care and say I'm overthinking. Said that you'd be there for me. Be honest, we promised there'd be no more lying. But now it's insecurities. If you just listen and don't question, say things I don't mean, then you'd see I'm willing to be all that you need.
I don't wanna fall back in love with someone who barely knows me. I just need to know that you'll treat me like somebody. But when I close my eyes, if you could see what I'm dreaming, if you just knew, I promise it'd be easier to fall in love too. Don't wanna be another boy in your stories
Or a girl in your songs.
And will you still be there when the spotlight comes off? And I don't wanna be the only one in the storm. But if you think I'm leaving, then you've got it all. No, I don't wanna fall back in love with someone who barely knows me. I just need to know that you treat me like somebody. But when I close my eyes, if you could see what I'm dreaming, if you just knew, I promise it'd be easier to fall in love too. Easier to fall in love too. Treat me like somebody. When I close my eyes, if you could see what I'm dreaming, if you just knew, I promise be easier to fall.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do this remix segment every show now, every episode. This one here, you already know one of my favorites. Teff, Hinkson, Krisirie, DJ Puffy, and Lovers of the Night remix. Barbados, you already know you well represented here on Soulstice Radio on the Wave. Let's go, let's go.
You wrap me up. You wrap me up in your skin. You think too much. Don't think too much about it. I'm just a sentimental girl. Nobody ever loved me like you do.
And I don't trust nobody else but you. How you grab my back, how you call my name. No, you got my back, cause you called my name. How they stab my back, how they talk my name. I got all this pain, so let's part this pain.
One time for the lovers of the night. Let me set this one right. La-di-da, la-di-da. 2 times for the lovers of the night. Let me feel this rhythm right. La-di-da, la-di-da. 1 time for the lovers of the night. Let me set this one right. La-di-da, la-di-da. 2 times for the lovers of the night. Let me feel this rhythm right. La-di-da, la-di-da. 1 time, 1 time, 1 time, lovers of the night. 2 time, 2 time, 2 time, lovers of the 1 time, 1 time, 1 time, lovers of the night. 2 time, 2 time, 2 time, lovers of the
Baby girl, you're my therapy. Sit up on the couch and tell you all about my enemies. You already know it's on my mind, it's like telepathy. Now you wanna back into the look of this energy.
You are my moon. 'Cause nobody ever loved me like you do. Allah habibi ante kamal. One time for the lovers of the night. Let me set this one right. La-di-da, la-di-da. 2 times for the lovers of the night. Let me feel this rhythm right. La-di-da, la-di-da. 1 time for the lovers of the night. Let me set this one right. La-di-da, la-di-da. 2 times for the lovers of the night. Let me feel this rhythm right. La-di-da, la-di-da. 1 time, 1 time, 1 time, lovers of the night. 2 time, 2 time, 2 time, lovers of the 1 time, 1 time, 1 time, lovers of the night. 2 time, 2 time, 2 time, lovers of the
Check, yours truly DJ Crown Prince. Right now you're locked on to Soulstice Radio. Radio with the vibe.
Hey yo, what up? This is Mr. Kardinal Offishall, aka Celebrity Face. You don't know, St Lucia Wagwan. You're listening to Soulstice Radio, okay?
Something. Assassin, Bunji, Garlin. Yeah, Kardinal, the official, a bad, so much of them. All them girls are gone, so. Mad. Come here, go to Amsterdam. Yeah, man.
Feel like I'm in a red light district. Feel like I'm in a red light district.
Yeah, I'm in New York.
I bet she flip and then she bust display.
Hey, follow me now. Hey, yo. When me say red light district, fine light zone. Be a girl they in my town. Talk about cute face, skin pretty like chrome. Belly flat like the screen from the iPhone. Girl I make man I get giddy like clown. Anytime she flip it and she bring it right round. And I spin like a cyclone. Sitting up for about 25 pounds. Make me tough up like stone. Hey, sexy girl full up in my home. Red light district she want lie down. Be a sexy girl I bring her 5 pounds. I say them now fi call Tyrone. You see the girl them a Kingston. They make you bring a rings from. Girl from T that a turn man in a idiot. The pretty girl them a boat of Spain. Body a drive man insane. Make man a say
Feel like I'm in a red light district.
You know. But them girl are gone.
Feel like I'm in a red light district.
Hold on. You feel like Serge Schnarr she
and when she flip and then she bust display.
That could have
Feel like I'm in a red light district. Ha. Well, any woman that could play the role. Vertical
horizontal, one she could handle the pole. And every man like pattern and style. We love it when they get wet. Lord, you know we love it when they wild. Turn up the volume, there's up seduction. All of the covering part get deduction. I am no weaker, I love the action. Everything she do done grip me like traction. This girl too sweet, she just too damn sweet. Jungle fever and suburban meat. I feel like I'm on Bourbon Street. She make me ball. Feel like I'm in a red light district. Feel like I'm in a red light district. And when she flip and then she bust this spread. Feel like I'm in a red
spotlight, turn in a red light. Hot girl tell them put them in the bed right. She ain't coming with me less I got my bread right. I ain't messing with her less she got her head right. Not like the red light district type with fallacial type. I mean smart with a brain but a freak at night. She looking for the lead pipe. Bedroom bully fully all fruits ripe. Bust up your box till you reach that height. Speed it up into the bed. I'm high. Below the waist just not by just girl no guy. Big bumper girl them catch my eye. Even the itty titty bitty committee pretty see me when I'm in your city. Okay. I guarantee you will never walk in the same way, girl.
Feel like I'm in a red light district. Feel like I'm in a red light district. Feel like I'm in a red light district. Feel like I'm in a red light district.
You already know you are tuned into Soulstice Radio on the Wave 94.5, 93.7 FM. Coming up soon, we got a special interview with the homie Smallz. Tapped in with him all the way in Toronto. Caught up on some music vibes, the process, the album, consistency, COVID, a bunch of vibes. But till then, take this American boy freestyling by the homie himself. You already know where you at. Soulstice Radio on the Wave. Kid Kayo in the cut. Ah, yeah.
Who would've thought that the boy with the brain would've been doing music? Graveyard shift till the day that I lose it. Ain't that confusing? I just love rap, but his laptop crashed, so I had to produce it. Had me a problem, made the solution. Came from the bottom, ain't you illusion? Hop in the booth, say my name 3 times. Bet I snap and I promise that it ain't no illusion. Bars too hard, better stay in your lane for you gain a contusion. Ball too hard and the name of the game is the same as the movement. Still keep it moving. I find it strange when you cling to fame in the same place that is not quite amusing. I can pretend that the shit that you write doesn't sound like noise. Could you stop the pollution? Hungry and now more than ever, gotta make it, don't care what the cost. Long as I learn, don't care what the loss. Long-term goals, far as long-term goals, still hearing the floss. And the top is a stone's throw away, so I roll, don't care what the moss. This year I'm my boss, ain't with the gossip. Ain't no space in the room, cause you see this here was the cockpit. Yeah, with the profit.
We are not different.
This is not your average radio show. These are not your average radio hosts. And this is not for your average radio listener. This is Soulstice Radio. For creatives by creatives. Soulstice Radio. Hosted by Kayo, Jen, and Dwight Flo. Saturdays from 8 a.m. on the Wave. 94.5 and 93.7 FM.
Yes, you already know the vibe. We're tuned in with the homie Smallz via Zoom call all the way in Toronto. How you doing, my brother? How has things been in the midst of this whole COVID situation for you?
Personally, it hasn't changed things that much because prior to COVID, like, I wasn't really out and about that much anyways. Like, I'm in Kitchener now. I was in Belleville for the first, like, 3/4 of last year. So, like, even if COVID wasn't around, I still would have been very well removed. So, like, again, for me, it hasn't changed much, but I imagine, like, for the average person, it's probably a little jarring because, like, yeah, we've had just lockdown after lockdown.
Would you say that, like, creatively, musically, career-wise, you being a sort of recluse, for lack of a better expression, that you are, you being in your own zone, your own bag kind of thing, has this isolation situation or this COVID situation been beneficial or detrimental to your creative process?
probably beneficial, to be honest. When I think about it, like, it's through COVID plus just the isolation that I really got to the point where it was like, I could use this as a break, yeah, sure. But then even when I come out of the break, which is like, we don't know when. So it's like, even then it's like, is it even worth taking a break? Like, might as well just keep the ball rolling, you know? And it's just, I was just lucky enough that, like, I know a handful of producers here and there that if I tell them, like, yo, send me beats, like, I'm getting beats this week, I might get beats today, tonight kind of thing, you know? It's like, for the last couple months, that's pretty much what my whole thing was, like, just, you know, keep the ball rolling with them as much as I can. And the good thing about it is, like, I'm a beats guy. Like, I'll not just stay there and, I mean, there's a rare occasion it might happen, but generally I'm a beats guy. I have to hear the beat first. So, like, you have 5 different people with different vibes because the constant flow of it is what helps it, like, keep on going.
I feel you. Man, you have been one of the most, if not the most consistent artist out of St. Lucia when it comes to the release of content. And not just the release of it, but the consistency of the standard that you hold yourself to, you know, creatively, lyrically, all of them things. And it's dope that you have sort of curated this group of producers around you that, you know, is your sound, where, like, to the point when you hear Smallz vibe, you know that that's a Smallz vibe. And the fact that you can attribute that to a handful of producers, you know, that's dope.
Definitely appreciate it. And shout out to all of them too, because it's just over the years we ended up bouncing up, and it's the timing of it. I find it panned out well, because some of these guys, like 3 out of 5, I haven't even met in person yet.
Really?
Yeah, like Freezy and Kayo. I'll go to their place, I'll link up.
Yeah, man.
But Asian boy, Dylan, Kush. But yeah, like those guys, I haven't even met those guys in person yet. It's just like I've been following them on Instagram for maybe like 2 years now. And it's just like, it got to the point I was like, yo, send me a pack. I will pay you if I have to pay you, but like, please send me something. And then from there, and the thing is with that, I try to make a duty of, if you're a new producer, or whether or not you're new or not, but like, at least new to me, it's like, if you send me music, I'm going to make sure I body the records so you know, like, keep on sending Diamond beats. Like, that's my whole thing. Even if it doesn't come out like immediately, but at least you know, like, Diamond not just holding the beats there. Because I imagine, like, you know how that goes. Like, you have music there, nobody hearing it, whatever. Like, it can get frustrating.
So what's the catalog looking like right now, bro?
You talking as far as like what, numbers, or just like the sound?
Like numbers. Like, how many records do you have in the catalog at this moment?
A lot. You remember that time when we had to shoot the Chosen video and you were like, you have like 60 something and I was like, what, bro? Like, I'm at like 4 or 5. Now I'm at that place where like the double digits get into triple digits probably, and like it's like, damn, I stopped keeping track. I actually stopped keeping track because it's just it doesn't make sense at this point.
How do you decide what to put out?
Maybe like my last release going into this year, I'll say now it's kind of half and half. I'm trying to like plan like months in advance type thing. Because even the conscious decision to like, I release Do What Brings You Joy. I'm not releasing for November. I'm not releasing for December. Give it a chance to, you know, there to be a little break and then like start your plan for whatever the rollout. Before I used to, especially last year, I mean, there were a lot of variables I couldn't control. So I definitely used to play it by guts a lot more than anything. Outside of the planning, there's really 2 factors that affect like how I'll drop stuff. Like, I don't like to listen to the same thing. Like, if I drop a love record today that's like a real R&B slow, I want to do something not totally different, but I don't want to do the same thing as the next release, because I don't listen to music like that. Like, I switch it up very randomly. There's that. I try to make sure like the sounds are at least somewhat different, and then it's like the therapeutic side of it. Like, if there's something that's on my mind that's really pressing, regardless of if the last release sounded close to it, if it's something I just like, I want to get off my chest, I might just drop that for the sake of like getting it out of my system. And
do you consider yourself more of a project-driven artist or a singles-driven artist?
Project. I knock out enough music that like I could be a singles guy, but I like the project stuff, you know. And I mean, it's something I might have a bit of a knack for, whether it's like it developed over time, because I don't think it was always like this, but like you've heard like the album and whatnot. I think like just the sequencing, like I've definitely gotten a little better at it over time. So just trying to put that into practice, because I mean, you know, I listen to albums all the time, so it's like taking something from here, taking something from there, seeing if I can make a cool idea of it, kind of thing, you know. So I think those are cool, but I mean, the life of it is very short in comparison to like an album. Like somebody listens to an album for like a year and can keep on going back to that album. You're not listening to a single over and over and over for like a whole year, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel like there are two sides to it, because I too feel I feel you on both aspects. I consider myself more of a project-driven artist. I like to put projects together. I like to conceptualize them. But I find that with today's consumer, even taking into consideration like how I consume music, the lifespan of projects are kind of shorter because of the attention span of the audience. Like, I'll listen to it when it comes out on Friday. Make sure I listen top to bottom. If it really, really resonates with me, I'll sit with it for some time. Like one of those albums for me right now is Made in Lagos by Wizkid. But like apart from that, once you're done with it, you're kind of done with it. But now from the perspective of an artist, this year I want to put out an album, but I want to have a much longer rollout for it through the singles. I want to put out like 3 or 4 singles prior to the project, give each of them the space they need to breathe, the time to really marinate, and give them like the proper attention, you know, with videos and all of that, and see how long I could really stretch it or milk it before I hit them with like the album itself. And the reason I really want to experiment with that approach is to build the streams a little bit, because if you could build some of that momentum with these strong singles and then have them attached to the album with the thought of cumulative streams in mind, you just kind of get more bang for your buck, really, in my opinion.
You're probably right. And I think really just depends on like listener to listener. Because I'm thinking like for people like us who are like musicians, or just like music lovers, right? Like I hear you say you might sit with the album for whatever period of time. Like, bro, I will listen to an album for a year. Like, it's not, and I know I'm not the only person that does that. Like, I know people that will like break down an album, come back to it, keep on coming back to it. Because the thing about it is like, depending on what or who you're listening to, there might be stuff you're not even picking up the first like 2-3 months of listening. So with that, I just think like it's dependent on the person, because even it's interesting that you say you want to try and see how long you could do the rollout, because I was even like, I watched Tyler the Creator's rollout last year for his album. Pretty much the singles into the actual drop was literally like 2 weeks, and then afterwards he was doing the music videos here and there and there. So it's just like you said, there's two sides to it, right? Like it depends on, and I mean, I'm sure both could work if you do them well. For me, I think I've been with the album, when I do decide to start rolling it out and drop it, I'm probably gonna lean towards that type of rollout, off the strength of I'm testing attention spans, right? Like, because as time progresses in social media, like you think about how much time like you're willing to give waiting for something, and it's like now I've done like the months thing. I'm trying to see if I can maybe try the 2-week thing, the 3-week thing, you know.
Is the album done?
Recording wise, I think so. If I change anything, it would be because I record something new that I like, that I want to add. But as of now, like, I think I covered all the topics I wanted to talk about, because I did have like a list of topics I wanted to address, and I just, you know, over maybe like a year and some, I ended up talking about all of them.
No doubt. And do you have an idea of when you want to drop it, or are you just kind of feeling it out right now?
I have an idea when I'm gonna drop it, but I'm not even gonna say it. I know, because once I say it, the anxiety gonna start kicking in. Like if I had it there ready to go, and like like I already distroked it, really, if I did that already, I'd say like but nah. The fact like they still have to mix, and the songs have to do videos for, and I can't put a date on it. I'll say this much. I'll say this year.
Can you give us the title?
Way Past Midnight.
Way Past Midnight. Okay, you heard it here first on Soulstice Radio.
I've had that concept. I've had like that, just the name, not necessarily all the songs associated with. From that time we met in St. Lucia, when I won that competition Yogi did, and we met like at Baywalk. Because I remember before you pull up, I was talking to Yogi like, I want to do, a dreamy type, way past midnight, but it's just like I had to put that to the side because I didn't have the music that fit the theme, whatever. Yeah. So like now, as I have access to more producers and whatnot, like I got more beats that kind of fell in line.
What's the story behind the title Way Past Midnight?
It's a pretty direct reflection of where I was mentally over the span of that year and some, with regards to reevaluating my take on love. Just got out of a relationship, like I had better, and the messed up thing about it was like, got out of that in the pandemic, and like I don't talk to nobody, like I don't go nowhere, we on lockdown, so like I was like really messed up for some time, just with regards to like, where my mind was. So I think, that project was definitely just a culmination of like me figuring things out as far as like my take on love in different aspects. The name originally stemmed from just, I'm a night owl anyways, like I prefer to work from like 6 p.m. onwards. That's kind of my go hours. And I'll work anytime, but preferably I'd rather work in the nighttime.
Okay. Well, my brother, thank you very much for tapping in with us. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know where you at. This is Soulstice Radio on the Wave. I go by the name of Kayo. Smallz, get the people your handles and them thing.
I'm always so bad at this because I'm not that hype, like, yo, this your boy. But yeah, like, you know me, I'm not that guy. But for those of you who want to follow me on social media, Instagram at Asher, ASHERC Small. On Twitter at Smallz758. That's pretty much the only two social medias I actively engage regularly. So check me out on there and you'll see what you have to see for you to know if you want to rock with me some more.
Vibes. You don't know the thing? My king.
My king.
This is not your average radio show. These are not your average radio hosts. And this is not for your average radio listener. This is Soulstice Radio. For creatives by creatives. Soulstice Radio. Hosted by Kayo, Jen, and Dwight Flo. Saturdays from 8 a.m. on the Wave. 94.5 and 93.7 FM.
Yes. Again, sending nothing but love to my brother Smallz for tapping in with us. In typical Soulstice Radio fashion, we're going to ride the rest of this show out with everything Smallz, all Smallz music. I'm going to put y'all onto some vibes, not just the joints that y'all hear on the radio, but some of my personal favorites. You already know where you at, Soulstice Radio on the Wave. I go by the name of King Kayo in the cut.
Different type, all about you, ain't no switching sides. Wanna see you in a different light. Maybe we could start a different life. This is right, this is wife. You a rider, we could kiss and fight. Something about you, there's a different vibe. I just can't explain the difference. I got something for you. I got something, got something, got something, got something, got something, got something, I got something, 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 got something for you.
You're listening to Soulstice Radio.
94.5, 93.7 FM. Or you could tune in online on the Wave St Lucia. Or download that app in your mobile app store right now. Keep us with you everywhere you go. Or you could stream us on SoundCloud, Audio Mac, or YouTube. Coming soon to our podcast channel near you. Soulstice Radio on the Wave. Each and every Saturday morning.
Calls whatever you want. I just make music, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a bad boy. I'm not trying to be out here, but that's what you want to call me. You know, they call us rebels because we.
Yeah, man, you gotta have some Soulstice Radio. I'm at that point, or I feel like I need therapy.
Yeah, they say the road to hell is always paved with good intentions. Take a look around at everything we manifested in our minds. And sometime I hope you see this as a lesson. Realize that we the ones who take away our blessings. Venting every session to help me cope with my stress. stresses. Turn this to a treasure through everything we've invested. See myself as a vessel, I'm empty without a prayer. Give too much of myself to people I wish would care. Just a small child crying for help and he kinda scared. Still kind of aware, everything's kinda weird. People who say they there ain't really there. And life ain't really fair, can't believe I'm really here. Too paranoid for paradise, I try to enjoy it. Beaches, cool parties, I don't really care for them. I like to smell the salt, dig my feet up in the sand. Listen to some beats, right? Come up with a plan. What a chance, we think too much, love too hard, fall too deep. We too far gone, it hurts too bad, the scars don't heal. So the drink stay cold, stays lit, like everything's fine. Good place, great vibe. Right person, wrong time. Too paranoid for paradise. Yeah. Too paranoid for paradise. Too paranoid for paradise. Way too paranoid for paradise.
1 month can turn to 9. When you're on this island of mine, this feeling is great. Trying to find a peace of mind, deal with one piece at a time. But these women are so divine, so I want a piece of your cake. My sweet tooth, cinnamon skin, miss you. Give me these visions I can't get rid of again. You always give me the formula to heal myself. Till the sun goes and then I wanna kill myself. Who thinks about suicide in paradise? Who thinks about blood with these parasites? Hanging from a tree like a hammock on the beach, but this cannot give you freedom in our time. See, all my friends wanna reach me for my advice, but I don't even take it, so am I a lie? Where do therapists go for therapy? I guess that's the definition of sacrifice. I'm too paranoid for paradise, I don't really care. I'm focused on being distracted while I'm still here. Reserve me a bottle of chairman so I numb the pain. Hold the meds with the team until we see that the vision's clear. 2-step on the beach and my bros catch a vibe. I think about Agnelli all the time. Just some thoughts from a bipolar mind. And they wonder why I'm high all the time. I'm too paranoid for paradise. Yeah. Hey, I'm too paranoid for paradise. For real. I'm too paranoid for paradise. Hey, yeah, I'm too paranoid for paradise. Yeah. Way too paranoid for paradise.
How come every time I'm doing better I feel anxious? How come when I'm hurting I don't say it until after? How come you be so afraid to tell her that you love her? Really I be thinking that she probably ain't gonna answer. All the happy moments they got lesser as I'm older. Lately I just find the days are really moving faster. Life will hit you hard and that won't give you notice. So I'm only motive for the that's been the outcome. Really this the same me. I be up at midnight working on my album. I just love that feeling when I know I wrote some real trying to be that they just know he always kills. Don't care what it is, just as long as people feel. You can spit that real just as long as you spitting that Fahrenheit. Feeling like Farrakhan, I'm trying to get to for those without having an overdose. Just shows I'm too paranoid for paradise.
As of recent, I find myself like anytime it might cross my mind to just like, check up on a man, I will do it. I just never think it too much. So I just send in some well wishes your way, my G. Hope all is well. I know things are kind of way for the time, but we there.
Now I find myself sifting through my thoughts. Got too many pictures of you drifting through my thoughts. Honestly, I feel I gave you too much of my time. The little things you do is taking too much on my mind. My niggas always try to tell me focus on the bread. Apparently that is the way you're supposed to get ahead. And I can't even tell them that I'm hurting on the low. Cause they gon' tell me that I'm acting stupid. This ain't a fairy tale, so quit depending on a cupid. Ain't got the time to settle for a woman, what you thinking? And we should hit the club and pop a bottle, what you drinking? And we ain't trying to settle, all they do is counting bodies. And then we keep the cycle moving like a hobby. It's crazy, an entire generation so misguided. My thoughts are always different, so I put it down in writing. And now I'm writing songs about you, cause I gotta go on without you. Now I find myself sifting through my thoughts. I got too many pictures of you drifting through my thoughts. Honestly, I feel I gave you too much of my time. The little things you do is taking too much of my mind. My niggas always try to tell me focus on the bread. Apparently that is the way you're supposed to get ahead. And I can't even tell them that I'm hurting on the low. Cause brothers ain't supposed to cry, that's just the way it goes. Well, we all do. But we all do. Yeah, we all do. But we all do.
go. You won't let me go. So why is it that I can't bring myself to fly? Oh, but I can't let you go. I've been on the low. I want you to know we all do. We all do. We all do. Yeah.
Now I find myself sifting through my thoughts. Got too many pictures of you drifting through my thoughts. Honestly, I feel I gave you too much of my time. Little things you do is taking too much on my mind. Niggas always try to tell me focus on the bread. Apparently that is the way you're supposed to get ahead. And I can't even tell them that I'm hurting on the low. Cause brothers ain't supposed to cry, that's just the way it goes. But we all do. But we all do. Yeah, we all do. But we all do.
Now you could go get all of this music on all your streaming platforms as well. Make sure y'all support the boy. This one here is We All Do, featuring JADA, off his project, Train of Thought, available everywhere right now. Yeah, this next one's off that project too. Soulstice sounds on the ones and twos. Let's go.
Choka. Tell me where you are, go. Choka, you got it on lock, go. Choka, tell me where you are, go. Choka, baby, you don't want all you. For you, just you. Just you, just you. For you. Trying to fight, I'll treat you right, baby girl, you see. All about action, ain't no hype, so girl, just slide when you want it. I really do find you're wasting time, I know inside you're trying to be my Choka. Tell me where you are, go. Choka, you got it on lock, go. Choka, tell me where you are, go. Let's do something on the weekend. Life is kinda crazy, I've been going through it lately, but that shit don't even matter when the two of us are speaking. Minutes turn to hours, we be going till the evening. When I'm with you, man, I feel like it's my best life. You the best wife, plus you crazy with the sex life. Tell me what you wanna do a weekend. Cut off everybody for a week, get lost in the sheets. You could call in sick, baby, we could sleep in. Wake up hella early, I adore you. There's a couple girls before you, so I hope you didn't come to just repeat it. Foolish conversations getting heated. I ain't been about that, but I've been thinking about you like the whole day. Wondering if we could take it like the whole way. And it's okay, I know I ain't the best right now, but I got you, so I ain't even stressed right now, cause you're my Choka. Tell me where you are, go. Choka, you got it on lock, go. Choka, tell me where you are, go. Choka, baby, you don't want all you. For you, just you.
Yeah. Nothing but bare vibes here on Soulstice Radio on the Wave. Make sure to follow us on Instagram as well. @Soulstice Sounds. @Kayo Music _ Stay up on all the music, all the vibes, all the updates, all the news. This is the place to be. Yeah.
We ain't gotta fight. Tell me what you like. I can touch your body, let me know I stroke it right, yeah. You can spend the night, yeah. We can chill a light, yeah. Shorty said I'm lazy, well I guess I had no idea. Smoother than some icing, ride my wave like Viking. Do this face to face, I ain't a fan of all that typing. I ain't gonna lie, got me hypnotized. Don't trip over Henny, but you fell in love with vibes.
Start off with your name, I reply with mine. It feels like forever, only been a couple seconds. I've been looking in your eyes. I'm a little different, but I think it's worth a try. Girl, I can't deny.
Love how your hair fall a little below your shoulders. Started school early, so naturally you were older. Never made me feel like you were out of my range. Just for that, I'm trying to put you in a Range Rover. The fat lady's still warming up, so I think it's safe to say that this thing ain't over. Only problem lies between me and the smoke. For a girl like you, I'm considering going sober. Never a matter of control. Unless we talking game, then I got me a controller. But we leave everything out in the open, so what you need a PS for? You a star and I can't take the war. Honestly, I don't want to be Han Solo. I think it's better if we leave the bad memories behind us, hoping that you stay mine for as long as time go though. Bring it sex in.
What it is, what it should be, what it was, what it could be. Is this a fairy tale? Cause it's far from a movie. How we always seem to groove me in the right way. With the lightest touch, paint the picture. She never need to find this brush. Let loose, so we never gotta fight or fuss. The time flies, pray to God to take flight with us. To a different planet. Fiend for your love, that's a different bandit. Both came from the cuts, just a different bandage. Talking light years, chilling on a different axis. Skip the practice, do your magic. You a classic. Who would've thought that a nigga like me get a chick like you? Anyway, I've been thinking like a hell of a lot. Ready or not, give me a shot.
I know you feel it too. My spirit's so alive. I know that this is true, and feelings never die. We only pick and choose, no matter how I try. I'm only missing you. I hope you feel the same. No matter how you say you go, you finna stay. Everything I want in a girl, your energy. It's kinda got me caught up. I just gotta pray and hope you're in a me.
We almost at the end of this journey together today, but one thing about these trips, they always bring nothing but good vibes, good energy. And that's why I'm so happy to be here with y'all each and every morning. Next one got a place on NBA 2K21.
Yeah. Let's go.
To kick down the door, make sure it's open.
Soulstice Sounds on the ones and twos each and every time.
For me and all the people that I roll with, chosen.
Cray-Mac, big up yourself.
Me and all the people that I roll with, chosen. Yeah. Lately I've been on the road. Lately I've been feeling like ain't nobody out there gonna be touching the floors. Lately I've been feeling like ain't nobody out there gonna be covering it. When we pull up on the scene, don't be mad at they chose. Lately I've been smoking like we be growing it out the garden. Big ol' rockets like we hardened. I don't never beg no pardon. Y'all be eating while we starving. Better run it. They said I'm smarter. Now we coming Jordan. To kick down the door, make sure it's open. For me and all the people that I roll with, chosen. Me and all the people that I roll with, chosen. Yeah,
They just mad they ain't chosen. I work graveyard shifts while yo top rappers stay dozing. Clear the way when he goes in. You ain't even on the board. All I do is get goals in. Yeah, you got a little gold, but you ain't never gone golden. I tell you like I told them, you don't cross what you don't know, cause you don't know what he's holding. Poker face, Texas Hold'em. You should probably pipe down. Why you acting all extra? Kayo popping on the scene. Don't you know that I'm next up?
Talking out a lie, put him right back in their corner. Someone get them boys a corner, getting bodied by a foreigner. Didn't know that they be morbid. Trust me, boy, we got it all. We got infinite and Smallz. Y'all don't wanna get involved. Shit. The goons will put you in the back of the bus, they gon' take you on tour. One foot on the neck, got the other one on the pedal to the floor. Shit. Hard body and God body like God got me. Don Dada like John Gotti. Shit. Chosen. Kick down the door, make sure it's open. For me and all the people that I roll with, chosen. Me and all the people that I roll with, chosen.
Are we gonna close the show out this week with this one right here? Something special, something dear to my heart.
Hey.
This one began the whole collaborative relationship between myself and Smallz.
He will get a sheet of parchment paper and write a prayer, his personal prayer. Thank you, God, for who I am. I have to walk in my divine destiny.
It's no refuge for the renegades. Spend a winter in St. Lucia just to meditate. Back in the city in time just to levitate and elevate the grind. I keep hearing it's just a matter of time, losing my mind, whoa. Part of me might never come back. Trapped by all of these ghosts I left here in the past. Bond has never been strong between me and my dad. But why'd it have to take a tragedy for us to be a family again? As I struggle with that answer, while you struggle with your cancer. My eyes fill up when I think about it, but gotta stay composed. Got a session later with Ransom. Can't let him see you out of control. And never see that side of your soul. I got a lot on the go, do a lot of it on my own. Sadness grown, but I'm just glad to be home. That's where the heart is. At least I'm back to where the art is. Out in the streets, residents of the artist. Some of these dudes the hardest. It's starving, to lead your food regardless. Energy that they harness is something I needed. Twin Peaks like two pyramids, our very own Egypt. Third eye open, I could finally see it. Couldn't believe it, nah. It's the renaissance of the real. You gotta build with us to deal with us. There's no refuge for the renegades. Spent a winter in St. Lucia just to meditate. Back in the city in time just to levitate and elevate the grind. I keep hearing it's just a matter of time, losing my mind, whoa.
Killer is so jealous there. How friggin' cool of it all. Anyways, dog, enjoy it. Bless.
Needed a break from the world. I took time for myself. I got a lot on my mind. A little writing should help. Started writing a rhyme. Started writing itself. My homie started was tight. Just the feeling was right. It made sense now. Got a new love, I didn't need all the fake friends now. Tolerance for the bullshit ends now. And if I'm being real, I had people who were more than friends. I did wrong, I'm just trying to make amends now. I'm sorry. And if I say it, I mean it. I hate when people say it and it ain't got the meaning. If you ain't gonna talk to me direct from the heart, then why you trying to talk to me from the start? I ain't about it, could do without it. It don't get harder than this. Sometimes I feel like my heart is just as dark as my lips. Whoa. Mom, I love you, but I'm still growing up, so I gotta see the world, cause I'm still blowing up. We make a move, so we still pulling up. Man, they said music ain't a safe route. It's my only way out. I'm talking escape route, trying to build showing up. Yeah. It's no refuge for the renegades. Spent the winter in St. Lucia just to meditate.
Back in the city in time just to levitate and elevate the grind. I keep hearing it's just a matter of time, losing my mind, whoa. Losing my mind. Losing my mind. Yeah. I'm going through it with the love of my life. Constant conflict with this life that I love. You left the paradise, came to the cold to keep me warm. Can't fathom a winter with you gone. You inspired this song. But something's wrong now, we ain't the only ones who can feel it. Wake up to make up, we just learned to conceal it. Can't reveal it, we too deep in this together now. We got too much on the go to not keep it together now. Living better now, Cool G sweating now, whoa. That in itself was taking its toll. Couldn't understand it first, so couldn't finish this verse. Selfishness and insecurity was making it worse, shit. Plus, I'm my own worst enemy at times. Give me a moment, let this energy align. New moons, every blue moon. Maybe this was too soon. Maybe it's premature, or maybe I needed more. Maybe you need to see that yours truly was truly yours, or maybe I'm still truly a boy. What I do know is everything that I do, though, and everything that I do show is everything I needed you for. Shit. There's no refuge for the renegades. Spend a winter in St. Lucia just to meditate. Back in the city in time just to levitate and elevate the grind. I keep hearing just a matter of time. Losing my mind, whoa. Losing my mind. Losing my mind. Yeah. I don't wanna leave. I don't wanna let this go. But maybe you were right. Maybe I can't breathe, so maybe we should let this go. You used to tell me that the happy ending depended on where you choose to end it. The happy ending depended on where you choose to end it. The happy ending depended on where you choose to end it. The happy ending depended on you, the happy ending depending on where you choose to end it. The happy ending depending on where you choose to end it. The happy ending depending on where you choose to end it. The happy ending depending on you.
And we've come to the end of our journey together today, ladies and gentlemen, but as always, it's been quite a trip. Thank you very much to our guest, Smallz, for tapping in with us. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. I go by the name of Kayo, a.k.a. King Kayo in the cut. Soulstice sounds on the ones and twos. I'll see y'all next week, all right? Peace and love.
Different speed.